Hey, so let's talk about P-Face, bro. What's going on? How'd you end up on that live with
Oh,
J-Ren?
because J-Ren TV, he always tells me to hop on his live all the time. So he was on, on TikTok Live. Because I barely started going on TikTok Live. I didn't go on TikTok Live, but people were kept telling me, go on TikTok Live, start doing vlogs, start doing this. And I went on TikTok Live, and I remember it was like at 500 people on my live, and like people were sending me stuff, and I was like, oh shit, like this is another way this is another income I didn't even know about. So I started doing it more, and then J-Ren TV hopped on my live one time, and then that's when he was like, he didn't know who I was, and he was like, hey, and then people were commenting to him like, oh, he's a rapper, whatever, from Bassett. So then he's like, I'm be joking around, talking shit, whatever. So he was laughing, and then he hits me up, added me on Instagram and everything, and we started chopping it up, and then I just started hopping in his live here and there. I see him on live, I hop on. He sees me on live, he hops on, whatever, and he was on live with some dude. I guess he was like a white Crip or something like that, and then P-Face. And I happened to hop on the live watching it real quick, and they were talking about doing like a boxing match or something. So I hopped on, like messing around, and I'd be joking around, just talking shit, whatever. I was like, I need that with both of them, like, we'll do it, whatever. And I guess P-Face happened to hop back on. And when he hopped back on, he was already riled up. So he was just like saying whatever, like, oh, you wasn't saying that when we was in person and this and that. And I'm just like, bro, like.
So you was just fucking around when you said I need that.
Yeah, cause it's like, bro, like, come on. If I really wanted to do all that, like, we gonna run into each other regardless, and we gonna get that cracking. But it's like, obviously, there's certain places and there's certain places that's gonna happen, certain places not. I know where to do shit and where not to do shit, and I know to keep it respectful. Like right here, like it depends on the person as well too, though. Like if it's like somebody that I really like, like if it's like somebody like it depends, like that dude, that kid. I see him doing his thing. He's doing his shit. I don't hate on him. He's been doing his shit. I've been seeing it, but like for me to like waste my time and like I just don't condone what he has done and what I've heard he's done. That's what I didn't like about it, because I see him doing his thing, he's doing his shit, but as far as like what the word, like as far as like in the street wise shit, like what he's doing, I don't condone that, because to me, like that's you're saying
all the rumors that we've heard about him.
Yeah, like the rumors. I mean, it's not even rumors. Like there's been pictures, videos, all types of stuff. Like like people from his city that are saying stuff. So it's like, and like reputable people from his city that are saying it. So it's not like just some random fake pages telling me, oh, this is not. Like, nah, there's been shit. So it's like, I don't condone that. So when we happened to cross paths at the studio, that was like that. When we went to the studio, like that was like, I went with the homie. I didn't pay for the studio. It's not my money.
Yeah. He
invited me. I went to go and I work, whatever. So I was already there. I was there way before him. He happened to pull up with, I don't know if it was his homies or some people from different, I don't know who he was, but he was with some other dudes. But when he pulled up, before he pulled up, they told me like, hey, so-and-so's pulling up. And I was like, oh, like what? Like, I was like, nah, I was like, I'm straight. Like, I'm gonna just bounce out, like just, and they're like, nah, it's cool. Like, whatever. And I was like, just keep it respectful. Like, and I was like, look, like you paying for the studio, I got respect for all you homies right here. Like, don't trip. I'll keep it strictly me do my thing. I don't gotta talk to the dude. I'll do my own thing and that's it. So when he came in, I knew they told him something, because when he came in, he didn't even, because he don't know me. He don't know that I don't like him. I never had the conversation with this, so I already knew right away that they gave him a heads up, like, hey, this fool don't fuck with you, because when he came, his people that he came with came up to me and said, what's up? But he didn't. So I already knew. I was like, okay, like they kind of gave him a heads up, like, like that's cool, whatever. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna talk to dude. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it respectful. And I went. we were going in and out the studio. Like everybody was walking around doing their thing. I was minding my own business. There was pizza there. We weren't directly eating pizza together, but people was eating pizza. Like
whatever. You guys didn't share. Like,
you didn't do like a Lady in the Tramp with the noodle.
Hell no.
Hold on. There was one pizza left, and you guys went for it at the same time.
We split it in half. Nah, it didn't happen like that.
Oh shit, man.
But the part where he's saying, like, I was asking about advice, he was already talking about whatever he was talking about. Like I just got out the booth, and I was right there listening to the song, and he was right there chopping it up with the homies and telling them about certain things. So obviously, I'ma listen because I know what he's doing. You know, like I said, I see what he's doing. I see where he's at. He's up there. So obviously, I'm gonna peep game. It's just because whatever fuck, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna pick up game if a motherfucker's giving free game out, why not listen?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But for him to be like, I asked him about like the advice, and I was like telling him like, oh, how did it didn't even happen like that, and like the homies that were there even said it too. They told him himself like, bro, they didn't happen like that. Like, you know, they didn't happen like that. You just popping and doing all the extra shit. Like,
but what do you mean when you say he's up there? Up where?
Well, because like he got views, bro. Like, he's got a lot of features. He's out there. His face is always there. Like,
He got
Like camera. That's what you're saying.
that's what I'm. Yeah, like
Is he touring? Like, does he his own like tour?
I don't know about that.
So, yeah,
I don't know if he tours.
But his face
saying,
is on camera.
Yeah, like I see, he pops up on Instagram. You know.
I was wondering, like,
he's doing it for within our culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
locally.
Yeah, our culture. Our culture's always been local.
Local. Okay.
You know.
Okay, I was just thinking that. I was just wondering I didn't know what you meant by up there, because up there's like.
And he got Flip. He got the backing of Flip. That's big.
Yeah, Flip. I mean, yeah, Flip does his thing.
You know, if you got Flip on your team, you got beats and videos all time.
Yeah.
And studio.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, well, okay.
But Flip doesn't allow beefing, so Flip might, you know.
Flip tried to steal one of my fucking song titles.
It's not about you. This is about
No, bring that up right now. I hollered at him.
Listen,
Yeah.
we can talk about that later.
Yeah, I did.
But Flip doesn't allow.
Flip don't like me either. I don't think Flip like me though.
Why?
I did.
Have you tried to work with him?
Yeah.
I never try to work with him, but he messaged me at a time when something was going on, and he had reached out to me and whatever, and was saying whatever he was saying, and you know, he was like,
stay away from my artist.
Nah, his thing was more like, you know, like kind of like blaming me, like, you know, like,
yeah.
And I'm like, what? Like, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Like, you know, but I mean,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, hold up, man.
We're not talking about you, dog.
Hey, let me ask you. I want one question to answer. What's the name of the song that I dissed old boy in? It's called J what?
I don't give a fuck what it's called.
Yeah, you know what it's called.
What about it?
Well, that's the name. Grieful trying to take my song name, and it's called J Cat's coming out. And I told Flip I already took that song. I texted him like, "What's up with that?" He was like, "Oh man, I'm the one who gave him the name of that." I go, "But everybody knows."
Yeah,
that
but
song.
then Trouble Kid got J Cats and some song.
PC and J Cat.
Yeah, you can't fool.
No, but
cut it out.
that's a different name though. I had the first one though.
Fool in hip hop.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
everything's
songs that
taken.
like everybody has. Like we have a song called Bounce Out, and there's like a gang of different people have a song called Bounce Out or like Gang Shit.
I
Gang
get
Shit's
it, but
another
I'm
one.
just saying I was the first one. If you look, yeah, that's cool though. If you want to take it, yeah, no, you can do what you want. But I texted him. It's all good. But yeah,
fool. So then he started saying you were on drugs and shit like that. That to me was a little off because it's like, what the fuck's the matter? What I do?
Well, it's because he sees that I'm not like, bro. He's a kid. He's gonna be talking. I'm just sitting there like, I'm just like, okay, laughing at the things he's saying because it's like, I don't know, like. I like when we was cross paths, you could tell like he was always kind of like looking at me, seeing what I was doing, like, you know, like I was by myself. I roll by myself a lot, like, you know. I don't really need to have a gang of people with me, like a lot of people do. A lot of people tell me I need to, but I'm always been like maybe one homie, or I'm usually by myself. When I go to the studio, I'll be by myself because I like to work by myself, you know. But for him to like be like, oh, I was like all friendly with him, I didn't really talk to the kid, like, you know. But like I said, I see what he's doing or whatever, but I just, like I said, I don't condone the shit that, I don't condone dropouts, I don't condone any of that type of shit, you know. So
is that why you don't like him? Because of that? Because of the rumors?
Yeah, I don't like that shit. Like that shit right there is just like, you know, like you're gonna that's just to me like some, like it's some dropout shit to me.
So then when you're with him at the studio,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, bro, you might think something about a certain someone, and then you kick it with them, or you're around them, and you have a different opinion about them. You didn't have a different opinion, like while you were at the studio, like, maybe this fool ain't that bad, you know?
Nah, when he was talking, he's a young kid. I get it. He's doing his thing, whatever. I don't look at him any different, but at the same time, I'm just like, in the back of my head though, it's just like, bro, like, you kind of like you're painting this like yourself as this gangster and all this, and but like at the end of the day, like you kind of like did like some straight chicken shit out of like you just kind of faked a death or some shit and got into a whole nother hood. Like
that's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he was an American Marine, then he became a Canadian trooper.
What the fuck?
Like I don't know, like that right there just was like, you know, it don't sit right with me. Like at the end of the day, I don't really. I mean, there's been pictures, there's been all types of shit that people's been posted, and you know, so it's not really like it's not facts. But
okay, there you go. That's what I was gonna say. To be honest and play devil's advocate, how do you know it's true though? Like
because there's pictures, there's videos, there's him throwing up other gang signs, like, and I don't think that it don't look like no AI. And it's people from his city that have been talking about it, so it's like, you know what I'm saying, like.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be a dick. But yeah, the streets talk, dog. Yeah, they talk, bro. You know, if you're out there,
if you're out there,
doing some type of business with people,
if you're out there,
I've heard all that stuff, but I like to give people the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah,
you know.
of
And if he
course,
said that, that what he said, that none of that was true, and he did an interview where he said it wasn't true. People were lying. I'm gonna take him up on his word. I haven't investigated, but you know we can.
Yeah.
You know, easily we can hit up people from the city and they'll tell us. You know, but I haven't.
Well, I know a lot of
investigated.
people from Compton though. Like I've been in prison with a gang of homies from Compton, from 120, from 124, from 155. I know a gang of fools from Compton. Like, so it's just like I don't know. Like I was just with the homies from Compton yesterday, so it's just like.
Yeah,
you know, so I like
they know what it is,
and they're not just like some random ass homies. Like they homies that, you know, they got out doing some time and they out there doing their thing. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I talk to people, so it's just like, you know, like I don't know, like.
No, I feel you. There's reputable ass people that you know are not gonna lie to you.
Yep.
No, I know that. And then there's people you don't believe. Like we got people like that. We know people like that. You know, so if it's the right people telling you, then you got no reason to doubt it.
But the thing I didn't like about the kid is like, you know, he started bringing up my son and stuff like that. Like that, I don't play with. You know,
I didn't watch the whole thing. Only that clip. There's more to it. How long was it?
It was a long little live, but we were kind of because I got kicked off a few times. But I went back on a few times, and it was like he kept bringing up like, you know, like, oh, you need to be a dad, and this is not like saying stuff like that, and it's just like come on,
see,
like
I don't like shit like that. I'll tell you why. Because it's like, first we're supposed to be gang members, right? Or we're from a gang or whatever, right? So none of us are fucking perfect, dog. So when you got another gang member telling you you're a crook, it's like, bitch, you're a crook too. Or you were a crook. Just because you're not no more don't mean you get to laugh at me. Yeah. You feel what I mean? Like there's homies that make it, there's homies that don't make it.
But for me to call him the B word over the phone and like really like do all that, like I don't gotta do all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really don't. I don't gotta get all loud over the phone and do all that. I'm just like there, like just laughing at this kid. It's getting me pissed off, of course, but like for me to just start yelling at him like he was doing the whole time, like I don't gotta do all that, bro. Like you said, we see each other, you know what it is. Like, all right, cool, that's cool. We just keep it at that. But
you weren't gonna do the content thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I was doing the content thing. I was on there.
But as far as like entertaining the
I'm not gonna do all that. Like be all loud and be all like, you know, I'm not doing all that. I'm cool. And then I feel like the kid though. Honestly, I really feel like the kid did not think I was serious because like he kept playing around, like saying like, oh, hey, problem, like tell him what's your Spotify, like, cause there's 1,000 people on there. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you really think this is a game, bro? You kind of like already crossed that line with like talking about my son. And that's one thing I don't play with is my kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm going through with my kid. I haven't seen my kid in a cool minute. So for you to say shit like that, you crossing hella lines. Like, you know, there's one thing to mess with my neighborhood, and there's one thing to mess with my kid. That's a whole different ball game, bro. Like that right there, you cross lines that I don't fuck with. So, like, he wants to be, you know, oh, we catch fades, we do all that, bro. Like, I'm a gangbanger at the end of the day. So
I think he took your kindness for weakness. You were quiet, you weren't saying shit, so he got, oh, I could play with this fool.
That's how I am though, and everybody that really knows me, I don't gotta do it, bro.
No, I know that, but I think that's what he thought. Since he was able to get over on you and you weren't fighting back, you know, when the motherfucker ain't fighting back, you're throwing more punches now. Oh, fuck this fool, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that's what he was, you know, trying to accomplish. Like you weren't saying nothing. But
I think that's some people's problems is they think it's a game. They think they could just like talk to people like that, man. You know, they never had really nobody around them that was like, you know, serious. Like I said, when I was his age, if I talk like that, I had some real dogs that would fucking put me in a hole.
All that being
know what I
talking
mean?
loud like that, you gonna in the water, you're gonna that's not gonna happen. Ain't no.
You gotta stand on what you say. That's why sometimes you gotta not say anything like what you did. It's just, hey, when I see you, we gonna handle whatever we gotta handle.
But it makes sense if he's a transient, not a transient.
Well, listen, whatever you say, it's what Opina's saying.
So what I mean is, like, if he, I don't know the whole history, but like if he was switching like from spot to spot with different homies, then it makes sense because then he didn't really have a real solid foundation to come from.
Yeah,
you know, if he's switching and like, and then going to rapping, sometimes I feel like a lot of the rappers are rappers trying to be gangsters, not gang like a gangster.
See, but a lot of these rappers that are like. I know a lot of these rappers, bro, that I've been in altercations with. I've been in the rooms with them, and you know, I hear their music, I listen to their music, and I'm like, I listen to everybody's music. I always see what's out there, and like they be rapping some crazy stuff, and it's like I know I rap crazy.
AK-47s and fucking Dracos, and they got fucking deuces and no bullets.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's just like they be saying some crazy stuff in their songs, and I'm just like, bro, like I've been in. A lot of these rappers that I've gone altercation with they know me. That a lot of these rappers in this small little circle, a lot of them know me, and for them to like.
It's always been like that though, fool. Where they don't rap what they live. They're just lying. Like I had a homie. He used to tell me like, "Hey fool, why does that other fool always rap about AKs and fucking killing people? That motherfucker ain't doing none of that shit." But it's what it is. It attracts people to listen, to watch.
Yeah.
They believe it.
Yeah.
You know,
I heard an album the other day. Someone said, hey, listen to my album, OG. I listened to it. I said, damn, dog, you killed 92 people in that whole album. He's like, I know. Would you like it? I said, I don't know. I don't know if I believe it, dog. You know what I mean? He killed 13 people in the second song. 9 people in the 5th song.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah, allegedly. Like, you doing all this shit. I'm like, man, it sounds great. Like,
well, to be truthfully honest, P-Face killed somebody in that freestyle. You didn't hear that freestyle?
Fuck, dog. You're fucking with me. What freestyle we talking about?
There's a freestyle. You didn't hear the freestyle?
Allegedly killed somebody?
Yeah, where he said, I was 13 years old when I caught my first body. Yeah, no, I'm just rephrasing the freestyle.
What song is that? What beat was that?
He did a freestyle.
Beat, huh?
He did a freestyle on the
Wanksta.
No, I don't know what part. It was a podcast where the corner liquor store.
Yeah, but the beat was Wanksta.
I don't know. Shout out to the corner store. But I'm just saying what he said. You know, it could be true because a lot of people slip out too. Sometimes they slip out. They say shit they shouldn't say. You know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Are you looking to resolve this problem and like move on from it?
Resolve it and move on for it?
Yeah, like make amends with him. Like, hey, we're homies. We don't need this.
I'm never gonna be homies with him.
Damn.
Yeah. Do you feel like once they start talking about your family, you can never look at that person the same? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You can never look at the person the same.
Yeah, I'm cool off that. I'm cool off being cool.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that. He dissed your son.
Yeah. No, he didn't diss my son, but with him trying to tell me like, go take care of your son, like go be a dad, like stop being like a drug addict, and like just saying all that unnecessary stuff. Like it was about me and him, and you like obviously know you ain't a gangster like that, so you gonna try to attack me in any other way you can, and you gonna talk about my son because obviously he's watching my shit. Because I seen him. I don't watch his story. I don't even know you got a son. Watching my. I don't know what. Who?
I don't even know you got a son, so he must be watching you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because he's watching my stories. Because I post about my son a lot. I post about my son a lot because I miss my fucking son, obviously. But
plus, he said he saw you doing CC on your story,
yeah,
so he's watching.
Yeah.
So basically, like the way he's saying it is in a nicer way, but he's basically saying,
"Nah, he's laughing."
He's basically saying you're a bum. Go take care of your son.
Yeah.
So it's like this, like okay, like it's implicating your family. Like someone's talking about you on live. You're on live with him, and he goes, hey, Blue, fucking, why don't you?
Whack this my whole
Worse. Hey, why don't you go take care of your mom who has cancer? That you're gonna take that like fuck.
Whack this my mom.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's no point of doing that because he can't. Bro, he's not a gangster. What is he gonna say? I'm not a gangster. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you there's nothing else you could say about me besides what really is going on is that I'm fucking struggling with the little shit was going on with my kid and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what he's gonna go for. Like, that's all he could really say. So
that's a low blow.
Yeah, and that right there, I'm cool. Like, I'm not. There's no fixing that. I'm cool.
Yeah,
like,
there's nothing to do. That's why. The same shit happened to me. That fool whacked this my mom and everybody. What do you want me to do? What the fuck you want me to say?
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you should jump back on the live. Fool, there's nothing to talk about. The fuck, homie?
But I agree with you, dog. Like, I don't. There's no point in even mentioning stuff like that when you're in a beef with somebody. It should just be you and that person.
That's it. Everything else should be off limits.
Everything else is like it's just to throw a jab at you. But the people don't understand, man. That wakes people up to do shit, fool.
Because that's what a lot of my enemies have done it. Like, that's everybody has done it. They never ever say nothing like, you ain't no gangster, you ain't this. It's just always about, they talking shit about like my family or about like my fucking bitch, or they just saying some bullshit. Like, that's all they do. They don't ever say like, oh, it's always that. That's all they could talk about. So it's just like, bro, like, at the end of the day, you guys know if you guys run into me, you guys most likely not gonna either say nothing or I'm gonna smash on you. That's it.
Yeah.
They just, like all these little fucking rappers would just be just yapping their gums. That's it. That's all they do. And they all young too. A lot of these little young, and I don't even remember being that age being like that though either.
That's crazy, huh?
I don't remember being like that, being all loud and extra, like especially in the county around like that time when I was like 18, 19, like. Well, you was getting
hell nah, you can get checked. Well, a lot of it too is just the state that we're in with this social media shit. People feel like, they got the camera on them and like, they're.
Well, no, we moved different because we knew we had something coming that we fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what
like
I'm saying.
Straight up, fool.
But it's a new era now. So now like everything's more.
But it's a new era. But it's just like where your guys' older homies at. Like that's the thing too. Like. I think it's a lot different because of my hood. Like we got older homies that are still around the hood and able to like talk to all of us, and like we learn from older homies. I feel like a lot of other neighborhoods, like I feel like the older homies kind of like just like
a lot of them have
a lot of older homies kind of just like they either locked up or they just don't want to be around no more because like their little homies just don't listen. They don't listen or they just like just sloppy with it. Like
no, that's true.
J-Cats.
No, that's true, bro. How many rappers have we seen that say they don't give a fuck about the program, but yet they're from a gang? Mm-hmm. So I've seen so many rappers say, "Ain't no fucking grown man telling me what to do."
Yeah, but when you go to jail though, and you're in, that's why a lot of them lock it up.
Yeah, there's a rapper.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a rapper that I watch all the time. He pops up and he always says it. I ain't letting no old ass man fucking tell me what to do. No heroin addict, and I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Then they're gonna have me run up in your sound, mollywop your ass quick.
I'd be like, "What the fuck?" I trip out because it's like, how you don't understand like how it works. Like you should know how. Like I understood very early on how it works, so that made me move a different type of way.
It took me a little while. It took me a little while. I mean, it was more like took me a little while because I was like getting boob off the line and shit like that because I was being a hardhead, but I being like dumbass with shit. But it wasn't because I was being like all loud and I was just because I was just trying to fight people and just like thinking I could just So I was getting in trouble for shit like that, but it wasn't never like because I was loud and just like I'm not listening to you. Like nah, I always respect my older homies. When I first got to jail, I respected older people when I was a kid. That was just because I had, what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it was always respect your elders. And I be seeing a lot of youngsters, like they come in the county and they on the bottom rack and they got an OG coming from the streets and they, like, try to put them on the top rack. And I'm like, what are you doing, homie?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Like, this is like 40, 50 years old and you got to put them on the top rack. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't give a fuck how much time you fighting. Like, get your ass on the top, homies. Like, that's always been me. I don't give a fuck how much time I'm looking at. The older homie gets that bottom bunk. That's just how it is. I respect my older homie. I always help them out around the cell. Like, I always been like that. I like being set up with older homies regardless. I don't like being set up with people my age or younger because I always end up fighting them all the time.
Shit, if we got to sell Blues taking that top for sure.
I am old, dog.
Yeah,
I am old. Oh, no, I'm taking the bottom. I'm old. The OG gets the bottom.
You're taking the fucking...
How old are you?
28.
I'm like double your age.
56, 28, and 28.
Nah, you're not no 50, bro. For sure.
No, I'm not 50, but I'm when you were, let me see.
Fool, you're taking the top bunk and you're cleaning the toilet.
when you were when you were not even born, I was 12.
I was too younger than my mom then.
You know.
Yeah, see.
I was from a gang and you were probably 5.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Fuck, would that make me?
No, beef. No, you were 3. You were 3 when I got into my hood. How old were you in '97?
I was 1. Oh, I was born.
In '97?
I was born in 97, yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I'm old.
No shit, dog.
Yeah, I was born in 97.
You're still getting the top bunk, older now.
I don't look old though.
Nah, you don't look like...
I don't look old as shit. Now that I'm losing weight,
I thought
and
you was like
shave-
35.
Okay, let's say
Don't
that.
fucking tell
That's a
this
good
guy
one.
that, dog.
Nah, for real, he does though.
His
Like,
head-
he does.
His head is already the size of a fucking...
Fuck yeah.
I got a big ass head too, but don't make me old.
Well, it's because I'm losing weight to my head. I gotta figure out how to lose weight up here. You know, figure out how to lose weight up
You
here.
are losing weight. I'll give you that. You gotta stop smoking crack. You gotta stop smoking
Crack is good.
Oh man. So there's no reconciliation. Is that the word they call it? Reconciliation? Like reconcile?
What does that mean?
You're not fucking with him no more. That's it.
Nah, you doing all that extra popping on the gram, doing all
Yeah.
that shit. Like, bro, like I'm not doing all that. I'm cool. Like, I'm not. And you doing saying all that shit. I'm just gonna see when you, cause bro, you gotta think about it. This industry is so small. I ran into him cause I thought we just ran it, but I remember we ran into each other twice. The first time was before I even knew about who he was, cause that's when I ran into 60 Management, Tommy Guns. It was the first time I met Tommy Guns. Who else was right there? It was a couple of dudes, and then I remember P-Face came out the booth, and then we banged on each other. He said, "You didn't bang on me." He was trying to say on the live, I didn't bang on him. I'm like, "Yeah, I banged on you." I said, "Where you from?" I told him where I was from. He told me he was from, and that was it. I don't know who he was at the time. And I went back to the room, and I was working or whatever. I was at the wrecking spot at the time. The wrecking spot, you was running into people all the time.
Everybody up there, yo.
So that's when I ran into him. The second time was when I already kind of like people were talking about him, and then I seen like on the little Hot Wheel Media thing where they were talking about him, whatever. So then that's when I started.
Who got that scrappy dude had open mouth smile?
Keep dropping them $5, fool. Appreciate you, big dog. We need them.
But yeah, hey, that's crazy. They really be doing $5 just to say something.
We got 1999 earlier.
I'm gonna change
20.
that voice. I'm gonna change that voice to be somebody famous. Who should have
I
been?
just found out I'm only worth $194 with a broken cell phone.
194? Not bad.
Demon and Don,
I'm giving
though,
you
what's the
grace.
deal?
I'm giving you grace. What?
Hey, so J-Ren TV, bro, you don't think they're the cost of all this?
Nah, I mean, I don't see it like that. I mean, he kind of like we were just. I mean, he's cool. I don't think he was really like trying to like pump shit up or do anything like that. I think he just was like. I mean, I know you said, oh, you know, he put it on the hood, and I kind of like, you know, bit into it, but I mean, I don't think he did it intentionally to like disrespect or to do it like I don't think so. Like he seemed cool. Like you gotta understand too, he's not from over here, so he don't know what he's starting. He don't really know how it works out here.
Yeah,
because he's from the East Coast.
Yeah,
and so like for me to like say like, oh, he had something to do with it and all that, nah. Honestly, that kid knows what he's saying. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's talking shit. Like, you know, when he's talking shit, you know what's gonna happen. So, and for him to like try to come at me and start some shit is just funny to me. I don't know. That kid's just funny.
Now, J-Ren TV, I did, you know, sort of like put a little bit of blame on him because at that time I'm picking the video for, I'm watching it for what it is. You're in the moment, so you don't really get to see it.
Yeah,
I get to pick at it and look at it and really dissect it. And now that I look at it, yeah, he had no fault in it because he's just doing what us podcasters do. It's really up to you and the kid, whether you guys want to bite into it or want to, you know, get the fuck off the internet. So truthfully, he should, that fool J-Ren TV is just doing what he's supposed to do, you know. So
yeah,
I'm gonna give him a formal apology, you know. But he did text me and he said maybe I was wrong for telling him to put it on the hood. Maybe he did overcross his boundary a little bit.
Honestly, I still don't feel like he did. I mean, at the end of the day, he don't know really. Like I said, he's from a whole different side of the world. He don't know what the fuck how it works out here. Like,
yeah.
So like I said, I don't feel like he was in no blame or.
Is he gonna come see you when he comes to the West?
Yeah, he's gonna come. We're gonna do some stuff. So yeah, for sure.
Salute to J-Ron TV and Pops. I fuck with Pops. Pops cool motherfucker. You know, but yeah, for sure. I don't want to talk about that shit. But so yeah, dog. There is no fixing that. You know, it's over, done deal. You gonna let it go though, right? Like you're not gonna be out there looking for this kid. It's just
I don't gotta look for the kid. He's gonna run into me sooner or later.
Eventually, it happens, bro.
it sort of sucks, fool, because when our culture is having a little bit of noise,
Yeah.
shit like this gotta happen and gotta actually like separate camps. You know, this would have been a dope feature.
I mean, it's not really separating camps because I would never have done a feature with him regardless, though.
Yeah.
I would never have done that, you know.
Well, but dog.
Hold on.
Okay, go.
We got something that's about to pop up right now.
Big Bassett gang pie face getting mollywopped on the set owl full score.
Salute for that 999 Demon the Don.
Demon the Don, that's the rapper from the hood from Washington.
Who gave him that name? That's crazy.
What do you say? PP face. That's what he said.
It's a pie face.
Oh,
No,
I
it
think he
says
said PP
PP.
face.
Oh, that's.
It's just
fucked.
read it as pie. P-I.
Oh, okay. They read it as
He's Sony's keyboard warrior.
Go ahead, Opino. What were you gonna say?
Man, I lost my train of thought, dog.
Oh, back to what I was saying. Yeah, you would have never done a song with him, but still, though, it's just our culture right now is on the come up, bro. We have a bunch of artists that are doing their thing, a bunch of rappers that are doing their thing, CEOs, podcasts, and nobody wants to work with nobody, fool. Like, there's a lot of people that don't want to work with us.
But that's what I was gonna say. Is ding, 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 dog. That's the way the game is. If you watch everything, I said it from the beginning, and I didn't say it to try to put like bad vibes or. It's the game, bro. Like. Tommy and them started with Flip. Now they had a beef. It all starts somewhere, and it all ends up destroying each other from the inside.
No, that's all.
That's always how it's been,
always.
Blue.
That's the problem, though. It's
Yeah.
always been like that. Fool, I've been associated with Chicano
Okay.
rap for a long time.
I understand that, but here's what your problem is
I am a Chicano rapper, though.
Yeah, that's right. But
No, but you're from
said
the
it,
Chicano culture.
But you said it best, and you said it best. You said that this generation is crazy, bro. They're getting worse than what we are. So if they're rapping now, that generation is rapping. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to be even worse separation than what it was before.
No, I know that, but okay. So these little motherfuckers need to take advice from a motherfucker that's already been there and done that and seen it all. So if a motherfucker like me is telling you, hey, fool, we ain't got no beef, fool, let's do a podcast, let it go. And you want to continue, it's like, bro, I already know what comes from this. You're going to get beat the fuck up. Why you want to do that for?